My name is Michelle Cotton. I'm the curator of PostCapital, Art and the Economics of the Digital Age. It's an exhibition that was originally presented at Mudam in Luxembourg, and now I'm very happy to present it here at Kunsthal Charlottenborg in Copenhagen. So it's an exhibition of 21 artists from 17 different countries. It's very broad in terms of the range of art that's presented, has sculpture, painting, photography, film, and also in the artists that it represents, coming from different parts of the world and working in very different ways. Economics is a subject that touches all of us, and this is a show that really considers the nature of consumption, production in the 21st century. And then wealth, the way in which wealth is dispersed and the inequalities that that reveals. And I think all of the artists are also conscious of their place in that and the nature of art and the commodification of art and their role within, or their place within an industry, which in itself is also part of a luxury goods market. We have a work that deals with the 21st century phenomenon of free ports by Hyons, where she talks, for instance, about these almost stateless storage spaces for luxury goods. So I'm sitting in front of one of the works that's been produced new for this exhibition. It's a hand-painted mural by Nora Torato entitled Exactly My Point. And Nora is an artist that works across different mediums, and writing is a huge part of her practice. I would describe her as a kind of beat poet for a like 21st century generation who are used to communicating via smartphone and getting their information from Twitter or Instagram. So her work has this kind of truncated approach to language, where isolated sentences or words that are strung together from different sources resonate with a whole new meaning. So it's a return to a kind of analog way of making an image, an analog medium, painting, to produce something which is very much conceptually about the 21st century or the digital age. A lot of works in the exhibition deal with the kind of notion of the dematerialization of objects, or objects into information, or the dematerialization of processes. And one of the most evident examples of this is a work by Roger Hyons. You'll encounter in the gallery is a huge mass of grey dust on the floor, but this dust is produced by atomizing the engine from a jet passenger airplane. So it's a huge object, what Roger would describe as a dead object, very much a kind of icon of the 20th century and kind of late capitalism, which is reduced to a kind of amorphous pile of dust on the floor. PostCapital is an exhibition that is about the inherent paradox within an economy that is both dependent on but also threatened by technological progress. And one of the questions that the exhibition poses is really contained within the title itself. I mean, are we living in a post-capitalist society? Have we really passed from capitalism, from late capitalism, from neo-capitalism, from surveillance capitalism to something which is post that? So the exhibition is not really presenting a thesis in a sense. It's gathering a group of works together made by different artists in different places at different times that really look at this question or this topic from lots of different angles. And the intention is really to invite you to think. The luxury of making an exhibition like this and being able to work on a catalogue is having that space, physical space, and also mental space, to really think about a kind of question that feels like it touches on lots of things which are urgent and important and relevant for us to address at this point in time. One of the texts in the catalogue is by a very kind of influential writer, Shoshana Zuboff, who talks about if the industrial era basically cost us our environment and caused the ecological crisis that we're now living through and the consequences that we're now too late in addressing, then perhaps the post-industrial era will cost us our humanity in the way in which this post-industrial way of working, producing, consuming and distributing wealth is basically wrecking our human world.